This is a breaking news alert from 24-Hour News 8.
Breaking now, prison break. This guy, a convicted murderer, is out there somewhere. It's an all-hands-on-deck kind of situation.
He broke out of prison in Ionia. We've been on air and online keeping you informed since the alarm went out. Good morning, everyone. It's 6 o'clock now. I'm Emily Leonard.
And I'm Brett Thomas. We're going to get to your forecast in just a minute here, but first we have some very important information that we need to let you know about.
That's right. Right now, the search for this man, Michael David Elliott, continues. Elliott escaped from Ionia Correctional Facility yesterday, and this morning, he's on the run. The last time he was seen was in Elkhart, Indiana. Elliott's driving a red 2004 Jeep Liberty with a black grille cover and a Michigan license plate of 5FT G55. He was convicted of 4 murders back in 1993. We'll tell you about those killings in just a couple of minutes.
We have crews fanned out all across the region here. Mark Thompson breaking down exactly what we know about the escape from Ionia Correctional Facility, but we're starting with Amanda Jarrett in Middlebury, Indiana. That's the last place he was seen just hours ago. Amanda?
Yes, Brett, this is the last place that Michael David Elliott was spotted. We're going on almost 6 or 7 hours at this point, a situation where every minute counts. And this is the last place he was seen. Police say he carjacked a woman in Ionia last night. They drove about 2 hours to this Marathon gas station in Middlebury, Indiana. And I want to show you some pictures I snapped inside just a little bit ago to show you how she escaped. The woman was able to go into the women's bathroom, lock herself inside. The gas station clerk says Elliott hung out for about 5 minutes after that, and then he left. The woman was able to call police. She's not hurt. We know she's safe this morning. Again, she was able to get away from Elliott. Now, police say that Elliott carjacked her last night in Ionia using a knife or a box cutter. They ended up driving here for about 2 hours. You can only imagine how horrifying those 2 hours were for that woman. We're told she's an older woman, possibly elderly. Again, they ended up here. The gas station clerk talked with them. He says that they seemed like mother and son. It didn't seem like anything alarming. Elliott bought some medicine and some water. That's in the woman's bathroom. And we're hearing from the gas station clerk this morning, a man who came face to face with this escaped killer.
Then I was scared. I was scared too. It like no look like murder. He just come here and give me. He need gas. He like hurry. I said like his son and mother.
Talking about it, he says it didn't seem alarming at the time. He thought they were maybe a mother and son. Take a good look. This is Michael David Elliott, this convicted killer on the loose somewhere this morning. Police don't know where he is. The clerk says he saw him headed north on 13, which would mean he'd be headed back to Michigan, but we don't know if he's in Indiana, if he's in Michigan, another neighboring state. It's been hours now. Police believe he has enough gas to get at least 100 miles. Keep in mind, this is an old picture. He could look different. The clerk says that Elliott had short hair and a beard. So you can see that picture. He just has a mustache. So he may look different. He is believed to be armed with a box cutter or knife, believed to be extremely dangerous. We know there's a lot of people out there looking for him right now. U.S. Marshals, police agencies, fugitive teams hoping to track him down. If you spot him, you're asked to call 911. We're live in Middlebury, Indiana. Amanda Jarrett, 24-Hour News 8.
Our team coverage continues this morning in Ionia. Mark Thompson's there now live. So, Mark, what do we know about this escape?
Good morning, Emily. And as Amanda just reported, police believe that 40-year-old Michael David Elliott is out of this immediate area, and they have lifted all emergency orders here in Ionia, and residents are now allowed to leave their homes, and schools in the Ionia area will go on as scheduled today. Let's take another look at this guy, 40-year-old Michael David Elliott. He escaped from here at the Ionia Correctional Facility sometime around 7 o'clock last night. He's a white male, 5'8", about 165 pounds, with brown hair and brown eyes. They say that he escaped through the Sallyport area of this facility, which is supposed to be a secure area where prisoners are brought in and out of the prison facility. He was wearing the orange and blue prison-issued jumpsuit at the time, but has since changed clothes, as Amanda reported, and authorities didn't realize that he was missing until around 9 o'clock last night, and that prompted an all-out manhunt in the surrounding area. In the meantime, police say Elliott carjacked that woman in the city of Ionia using some type of a weapon, possibly a knife or a box cutter, and he took off with her in her red Jeep Liberty out of state to that Middlebury, Indiana area. Again, that license plate number of that Jeep is Michigan 5FTG 55. Still lots of questions to be answered here at this facility. How did he escape? Did he have any help on the inside? Did he have any help once he got out of this prison facility? Not much around here, so he had to have made his way in the cold somehow to the city of Ionia, where he was able to carjack that woman. It's also come to light that the Michigan Corrections Officers Association president, that's basically the union that represents the corrections officers, they recently sent a letter to the Department of Corrections complaining that an outside food service company was allowing inmates to have access to certain areas where there might be sharp objects like knives and gloves that could protect them from the electric fencing here at the facility. But that food service company was working all throughout the facilities through the state, and the Department of Corrections has since denied many of those allegations. But then that's just another question that needs to be asked, and we're going to do that once authorities are providing more information. Reporting live in Ionia, Mark Thompson, 24-Hour News 8.
It was 20 years ago that officials say that Elliott killed 4 people.
In the early morning of August 1993, according to court documents, Elliott broke into a home in Bentley Township, killed 4 people, then set that home on fire. Killed were Vicki Curry, her boyfriend Michael Tufnell, his brother Bruce Squires Tufnell, and Kathy Lane. Michael Elliott was being held in the Ionia Corrections Facility on 5 life sentences after being convicted on 4 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of armed robbery. Elliott maintains he is innocent, according to those court documents.
Of course, we're going to continue following that story here. Amanda is down in the Indiana area, obviously. Mark out in Ionia, watching to see where this goes here. The good news is that they don't believe he's in the West Michigan area at this point, but they don't know exactly where he may be.
There was some talk overnight about the Ionia schools shutting down because of this situation. They will be open today, so that matter has been taken care of. There was discussion that they would shut down for the safety of the students and the people in the area, but they will be open today.
And of course, we're going to follow this story throughout the morning, throughout the day here. Look for updates on air and online. As soon as we learn anything new, we'll tell you about it right away.